Hello, today I would like to show you how you can use a vintage PDA for sending and receiving emails using a Motorola Mototrbo radios. This guide is going to be very similar and true for a multiple of different PDAs that are using Windows Mobile Operating System. So if you are going to follow that basic tutorial, you can deploy it anywhere. To make it happen, you need to have a computer acting as a mail server that in my case is a Windows 10 with a mail enable. This is how the software is being called. This is completely free of charge piece of software. This is a real email server that allow you to create account, but I do not have this computer connected to the internet, so we are only working on the intranet via the radios. I created 2 email accounts for our today task. The first one is a Tavbook, and this is going to be an account that is being read from that computer. I just installed a Thunderbird from Mozilla, and we are going to read those emails locally. The second account I created is called LOOX, and it's going to be loaded into that PDA. We've got a Motorola Mototrbo radio with a Bluetooth capability. In my case, it is a Motorola SL4000, but of course then can be any of the radio that's got a Bluetooth. And the last thing is radio that is going to be acting as our server. In my case, is connected via USB to that computer, but of course that can be done via Bluetooth if it have that possibility, or via Wi-Fi that is totally dependent on the radio. Both radio are set on the same channel with a data traffic enabled, and we are ready to begin. First we start from powering on our Pocket LOOX. Let me power it on. This is the screen that we are going to see. I've got a stylus over there, and you can use it for taking picture and sending back to your base. The most important part is that PDA is completely untouched. You do not have to install any special application. Everything is included. This is a Windows Mobile 5, and you can deploy that on many different devices that you can pick up very cheaply. You just need a Bluetooth, Windows Mobile 5, and the Outlook Express, which is included. We are going to begin our operation from pairing those 2 devices and creating a network between the PDA and the Motorola SL. We begin our operation from enabling Bluetooth. I'm going to click here and activating the Bluetooth radio, and you are going to see a blue color over there. First we are going to pair our Motorola SL with the PDA. So I'm going to go to the menu, Bluetooth settings. I'm going to go into Bluetooth Manager, menu, pair device. I'm going to start from allowing the Motorola SL to be discovered by going to the menu, Bluetooth, and find me. The name of the device is PPP. Now I'm going to click here, search. We've got our PPP. We are being asked for a passkey. I'm going to put a 4 ones, 1, 1, 1, 1, and I'm going to hit enter, which is a hardware key here. Now it's trying to pair, and on the Motorola SL we've got the question for the passkey 1111. Okay, and those two devices are being paired. I can go out from the Find Me mode, and we are almost ready. So those two devices are being paired, but that's not everything. We need to establish a connection. I'm going to hit OK. Now we are going to create a network. I'm going to hit a new. I'm going to locate a network, connect to a network. I'm going to select here, show all devices, select our PPP. Now it's trying to search for the services. We can rename this. I'm going to hit use secure connection, and I'm going to hit finish. We've got internet via PPP. We hear a sound, and now our two devices are being paired. So we've got a Bluetooth connection. On top, we've got information that the connection is being established. Now we are going to add an email account. This is going to be pretty simple. I'm going to tap here on the mail. We are going to go to the menu, tools, new account, and the account name for that is LOOX at radio.radio. This domain is completely fake. It is only for internal server. It do not exist in the real world. We go next. The username for the mail enable is going to be just a first part, which is LOOX. And the password is a password. And I'm going to select save password. Next, I'm going to leave a POP3 as a incoming. The mail server is going to be a real address of our radio ID connected with the network, which is going to be for the default Motorola 13.0.0.radio ID, which is going to be 11. The outgoing email is going to be exactly the same, so I'm just planning to copy and paste that. And the domain radio.radio. And we can hit finish. And we are going to hit yes. Now we should observe that we are having a traffic on both our radios. If I'm going to enable the screen, you've got that little file icon is telling us that we are currently sending and receiving traffic. You can see that radio is going from a receive into transmit mode, and that radio is also receiving and transmitting at the same time. We do not see any traffic going on our radios, and we read 0 new messages. Let's begin with sending email from a Toughbook into our PDA. I'm going just open a Thunderbird client, and I'm going to compose a new message. The recipient is going to be a LOOX at radio.radio. I autofill that. The title is going to be hello from Toughbook, and the body of the message, it's just a test. And I'm going to hit send. That's going to be extremely quick because I'm sending that email locally. You can send that email through an internet, and it's also going to be extremely fast, or via LAN send, and it's being delivered to our mail server, which is on that machine. The greatest thing on the vintage PDA is that they were designed for a constrained bandwidth, so that was not from time that you have free access to the internet. We are only sending and receiving traffic when we specify that, so there is no push, there is no traffic that is going to be creating a mess on our radio network. We need to go to the menu and hit send and receive. Now we are connecting, and we can take a look that on our 2 radios we are sending traffic. As you can see, we are exchanging traffic, we are logging, we are providing our password. We are in the sending and receiving, and we are grabbing our message. And here is our message, hello from Toughbook. So I'm going to click it. Hello, this is just a test. Exactly what we type on our Toughbook, and I can reply to that and say I got it, and hit send. It's not being sent right now, it's waiting in the outbox. We have to initiate traffic, so I can compose multiple messages and send them at once. When I'm ready, menu, send and receive. It's connecting, it's sending traffic between our 2 radios, and as you can see, we are sending our message. We send mail. And as you can hear and see on the Toughbook, the message arrived. I got it. So everything is working perfect. I can of course respond to that on my Toughbook and say cool. I say that's cool. I hit send, and we are receive our message cool. So this is how it looks like. As you can see, you can use vintage devices and they are working great. Let's do one more test. Let's try to send a picture. So this is going to be a more heavy lifting. I'm going to open the camera. I'm going to create a picture. I think I should be more far away. I just took a picture. Let's hit OK. Let's see, here is my picture. I would like to send it. I hit send. Via MMS, no, via the POP3. The recipient is going to be at Havbug. At radio.radio test, and we hit send. This is going to be a more beefy. We go OK, we go into the email and we hit send and receive. We can see that we've got traffic, and we can take a look how long we have to wait for it to complete. It's going to be like 45 kilobytes, so it is pretty beefy in terms of narrowband radio. This system is absolutely amazing. As you can see, you can deploy a real mail server that is using off-shelf equipment, and you can deploy this anywhere. Having a Bluetooth connection on your radio give you ability to put your radio like on the near a window, or if you are in the field, you can grab a rope and elevate it upwards to get a better line of sight and to, of course, extend the range. And it's still sending. We've got the icon. We are pushing traffic. The only thing that is sad that we do not see any progress bar, but that's a limitation from the built-in client. But still, I would say the built-in client is great. I saw somewhere option to do the auto receive like in every 15 minutes or something, so you can have this in your pocket and it's going to be once for a while doing a email check, so you are not going to miss anything. The email is being stored on the server, so even if you are outside of range, you can find a better spot, go to the menu send receive at your own pace, and our mail arrive with the attachment in form of a picture, and this is what we've got. As you can see, this is picture I just took. So as you can see, with this simple setup, we can have a great result. You need a regular Windows or a Linux computer and a regular Windows Mobile PDA. Just to show you the version of the software, if you would be interested. And this is the version that is 100% compatible with a Motorola Mototrbo radio via the Bluetooth network adapter. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you find that interesting. See you next time and bye bye.